In a uranium market that's desperate for new supply, GoviEx Uranium has recently delivered key feasibility results for their Muntanga project in Zambia. With production targeted for 2028 and a net present value of $243 million, we're speaking with the CEO, Daniel Major, today about what this means for both the company and the uranium sector. Daniel, can we please start off with some fundamentals, please? What is most attractive here about your feasibility results?
I think the key thing that came across for us is actually just the simplicity of the project. You gave the net present value there. The IRR is about 21%, but it's actually just a very simple project. It's an open pit heap leaching project. The rock is very soft, easy. We only need to crush it. Blasting is relatively straightforward. We've got excellent recoveries at over 90%. And very quick recoveries and low acid consumption. And you're in a region where we are about just over 30 kilometers away from the Kariba Dam, our power source. You've got tarmac roads to our import and export roads. We're in Zambia, a mining country, so access to mining facilities are all there. So everything about this project is just relatively straightforward. And then obviously these are underpinned by the economics that are coming through on the project. And we focused it on the core two assets there, the Muntanga asset and the Dibwe East asset. Get the project going, and then we can look at the upside going into the future.
The feasibility study also shows operating costs of $32.20 per pound of uranium. How does the cost position Muntanga competitively against other projects coming online in the next few years? Also, relative to where uranium prices are now and where you expect it to be?
Well, if you look at a term contract, you're looking at about $80 on uranium. The price reporters are looking for a $90 to $100. So, $32 cash cost. I think our all-in cost is $47, but that includes the upfront capital to build this project as well. So if we extend the life, you actually bring that unit cost down. So it is well positioned. It puts it in the third tier, but you have to remember that Kazakhstan pretty well owns the first tier by itself, and they're over 40% of the world's supply. So they own a very large chunk of that area there. So this is well positioned. I think the key message, though, Rachel, is, and as you made the point right at the very beginning in your intro, the industry needs new supply. The fundamentals indicate we have a substantive supply deficit building, and projects like Muntanga are limited in number. There are very few bankable feasibility study projects with their permits that are ready to go into construction and development. And so this is a project that is needed, and we will now move it forward to the next stage of sorting out our ESIA. We have got to complete that process because it's a new project. We expanded it. And then we'll start looking at the financing sides of it as well.
Now, you mentioned Zambia is mining country, and they want to continue to be that. I've read that they want to boost copper production to 3 million tons, which is pretty ambitious by 2031. And they want to diversify specifically into uranium. So, as one of the few uranium developers in the country, are there any specific advantages that you're giving your shareholders?
I think, firstly, as you alluded to there, Zambia is an advantage in its own right. I mean, it is seeking to expand its mining industry, not just copper. And it admits itself that 3 times up on copper production is a stretch target. But they're taking that as an overall development. It's not we just want to produce more copper. What have we got to do to our infrastructure to be able to produce? So road and rail needs to be improved. We've got to see an improvement in the border posts so that material can flow back and forth on there. They're upgrading their education system. There's no point in having it if you haven't an educated workforce coming through. They're expanding their power grid as well. So it's not just about an illusion to be bigger. They've done a lot of work on geophysics as well across the country. They are very supportive for us to get going. And Zambia is one of those countries that's flirted with going nuclear, and I think it's going back in that direction as well. But they're also expanding in things like rare battery metals. They signed an MOU with the US government last year for the development of battery metals. We've seen it in the expansion of their gemstones on their gold mining. So it's across the board on mining, and they've got a really good mining code that's been pretty stable as well, that is focused on the development. I mean, when you look, copper is 70% of their forex. This is a mining-focused GDP country.
Well, lastly, Daniel, if you can give us an update on the situation in Niger with Marouala, that'd be great. For context for our viewers, the government of Niger revoked GoviEx's rights over this project in July 2024. So yes, appreciate an update.
Yeah, we've actually just put a press release out on that one this morning. We had, after the license was revoked, had approached the government a couple of times in writing, filing a dispute notice and asking for an amicable resolution of this. We didn't get a communication, so we took the path of going to international arbitration. We made an exit filing. At the recent conferences, the FMF conference and then the Indaba, the Minister of Mines from Niger approached us and indicated he would like to negotiate to find an amicable solution. So we have started that process. We have defined a roadmap to go forward, which will involve negotiation on various aspects that are required for that, the convention, the application, etc. We're at the early stage of that. We've started in a friendly manner, and hopefully that will continue as we go forward. We've given, the steps that we have to go through. And as we move through those and hopefully we come to a resolution, we'll update the market. But I think this is a good step forward. We had been looking to resolve this. I think it supports our position where we said after it was revoked that, we had a strong position. But we're glad that the government has come back, and we're looking forward to the next steps with them.
Okay, Daniel, we'll leave it there for now, and we hope to see you back in our boardroom soon. That's Daniel Major, CEO of GoviEx Uranium. GoviEx is GXU on the Venture Exchange. Thanks for watching.